Not very sunny today, but look at that little cove, look. Oh, isn't it pretty? We aren't surfing today, but one day we are, tomorrow. You couldn't surf in this, even I know that. You know, and I'm a pro. It may be cloudy, but it's a lot warmer than it looks. And I am currently checking out caves. We've just set up a little spot. Laura's gonna get a book out. I'm gonna check out caves and then get a book out. Pretty good sleep last night. Wild dreams. I think it's because the room is just not pitch black. So in the morning, my brain just gets fucking mental. It's like some crazy ass dreams. But otherwise, we headed on out about 10:30. And now we're gonna sit here for a little bit on this nice little secluded beach. And we're gonna shoot over to St Ives later on in the day to get some lunch and all that kind of stuff. So it's just really deep, dark caves. And you can't see in them. But it's also like too wet to get up. I may be a free spirit and everything, but I don't want to get wet feet. Happy with sandy feet to a point. To a point. But I've got to put socks and trainers on later, so not too sandy. Made it to St Ives. One car park absolutely full, this car park full, but we managed to wait for someone to leave. Now we've got 3 hours here, so we're just gonna have a little peruse around, you know? We'll live the dream. Have a mooch. Now that there is a sea you can surf in. Look at them waves. Too bad I'm not allowed to surf today. We're going tomorrow. I get messages from, yeah, let's go that way actually, yeah. From Americans every now and again saying how small you think our roads are. What about this, eh? That's where we were earlier. And it's where we are now. That car park up there at the top of the hill, full. I don't know what it is about like waves crashing against rocks like that, but I think that's fucking gorge. Could look at that all day. How about this look for an hour road, boys? That's the narrowest we've seen so far. We are on ice cream hunt. We're thinking we're going to be lucky around there. That definitely looks like the main bit. We must have come down the back bit. Shame about the clouds, because it's not sunny. Yesterday it was cooking hot. Today it's just like muggy hot. It's still hot, it's just cloudy, you know? Yeah, so far, oh, I just felt a raindrop. Oh no. So far we have found a lovely, we've had a Cornish pasty, we're gonna have Cornish ice cream, and then possibly, well, Laura's probably gonna have scones. Oh my god, that's lemon and, lemongrass and, what is it? Lime sorbet, and oh my god. We're just walking into town, fish and chips. You can't come to Cornwall and not get fish and chips, but the path's basically the beach. May as well just walk on the fucking beach. What is this? We're heading over to that thing. We came there last time we came to Cornwall. It's like St Michael's Mount or whatever, but there's fish and chip shops there, and that's what we're really interested in. Yes, fam. I'm not allowed to eat it yet because Laura's boomeranging it or some shit. I don't know. Sorry, you can go. By the time I was allowed to eat that fish and chips, lovely. It wasn't. I haven't long been a massive fan of fish and chips. I used to always have a sausage, but you can't come to the seaside and not have fish and chips. So that's what's gone on there. Otherwise, though, today we've had a bloody good day. Just been like romping around the place, walking so many miles. It's insane. So we've rested our little, even like walking out to dinner. Got to figure out what we're doing for food tomorrow. So we walked out and had a little walk around. I came back here watching some TV. I've been doing some programming on my own stuff, which is interesting. I'm currently trying to get my GraphQL server to respond to me. I've got like an Azure function with GraphQL sitting on it, but I'm having dependency injection problems. ATM, but I've got past them, and I'm now just trying to. This is the first time I've like generated a GraphQL, defined a type that's a little bit more complex and a little bit more nested. I'm just trying to figure out how that works, because it's complaining at me at this point, because I'm trying to basically do pageable objects. So I've got like a generic type that you pass it into and then it works from there, but it just won't play with me. Assuming because it's generic is the bit, so I think this has to be an interface graph type there. So I'm just trying to figure that out. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow we're going surfing. Can't wait. Genuinely can't wait. I'm so excited. And probably more walking around. Lots of walking. Gotta do my exercise for the year. Inquired at that surf shop over there earlier to see when I could hire a surfboard, and they were like, I don't know, maybe 12? So it's 11:15 and I'm a keen bean, so I'm going to ask. Last time we were here, you always see surfers coming on here with bare foot to get back to their car. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it might be. Let's go see if they're open. Like I say, I went there earlier and they were open, but they said the lady wasn't there. And they said, oh, you can call this number to find out when she's going to get here. Obviously there's no fucking signal around here. Come on, it's Cornwall. I've got my towel, got my bag and stuff. I need to take it all over to Laura. I'm gonna go see if I can get one. I cannot express the last time I was this excited. Like, every now and again the waves are really cool as well. People in boats. Activity. She's not gonna be here till tomorrow. No. I have to see if I can find a different beach. Oh man. There is one like along the way near St Ives, but I'm not sure we could travel it back in the car. So I have to find a beach near there. I don't know, but that... Oh man. Can I fit a surfboard in the car? I'm like, fuck living in the middle of nowhere with no phone signal, man. What a load of shit. I'm gonna go back to the car, I'm gonna drive until I find one. What a pain in the arse. No other surf hire shop that is like in St Ives, which is a good like 15-minute drive away. But I'm not sure whether or not I can bring the surfboard here, even if I could in my car, because it's not very big. It'd have to be a smaller surfboard that I could fit in the car. I don't really want to drive all that way. I'm literally gonna abandon Laura, effectively, on the back of that. I haven't even called them yet to make sure I can do it. Logic being, I've got no chance in transporting a surfboard if Laura can't also sit in the car at the same time, you know? Put them back seats down. You could put a surfboard in here, surely. Either go to a different beach later on in the afternoon, 3:30. Don't know where that beach is. One of them is at Panuki, which is fucking miles away. Not going there. Or we come back tomorrow. And we're going back to Bristol tomorrow. So we'll see. Laura obviously thought that we had a signal. I was given a signal to say I was going to go get the surfboard. I've obviously given her that signal to make the phone call to come back, so I'm going to surprise her. In fairness, no one else is surfing today. And I know it's Friday, and surfers are generally people who don't work anyway. But no one else is surfing, so maybe tomorrow is best. So the plan is tomorrow we're going to go surfing. We've reshuffled our plans. We're going to go for breakfast a little bit earlier, leave here a little bit earlier, and then we're going to go to the same beach and actually do some paddling about on a surfboard, which I'm really excited about. I'm really looking forward to doing it today, and it would have been better to do it today, but like I say, there weren't that many people there, so maybe it was just a bad shout in general. Otherwise though, after that we went to somewhere else along the, had like a little coastal walk in the evening. I say like between afternoon and evening we came back here, got ourselves a pizza from Sainsbury's, settled down, had some dinner, watched TV, packed up, did a little bit of programming. I made a mistake in the way that I was generating the models for my GraphQL stuff, and that's just a pain in the arse. It's just a genuine pain in the goddamn booty. And it's one of the ones where like I spotted that I'd done it, and then it's just a little bit to unweave it. It's just so much effort to do that unweaving. It wouldn't have been that much effort if I'd done it properly the first time. But I basically just went from the type to the real model, but really I should go type to the type to the type to the type, and then the real models, you kind of build a model and build the type. I originally just built the top type and thought it could figure out what the model is underneath it, but you need to have a type for each child of that chain, so big pain in the ass. Holy heck, it's absolutely tipping it down, boys. It's like we cut our holiday short just in time, you know? We got back, we dodged the rain. Currently that kind of weather that is like really rainy and thunderstormy, but yet really hot. And you're just like, just get it over and done with. Rain. Just fucking rain. It's just like hammers it down and then stops. We just need a consistent rain for it to cool it down. It's so warm, and I'm currently choosing between being cool and having really bad hay fever, which is how I woke up this morning. Yesterday I didn't vlog because we were at the beach basically all day. I got there early to go surfing in the morning. I was planning on getting there at like 9:30. Well, I was told that someone would be there from 9:30, so I rocked up at 10. And they'd already started like teaching a load of school kids or whatever, so I like missed my chance there. I'm like, the other hut isn't open yet, and I thought we were going to leave around lunchtime. And then Laura was like, well, there's no point leaving now because we're going to end up wasting the day. And I'm like, well, in which case I can go surfing, boy. Went to the hut and tried my hand at surfing. And to be honest with you, as much as I feel like I've been beaten up today, I think I found my new calling in. Like, I genuinely, thoroughly enjoyed it. All of the footage that Laura got of me wasn't very good. To be honest with you, I didn't get much better, but I stood up a couple of times, which was good. There wasn't an awful amount of waves. Surf, sorry. Let's get down with the lingo. And like the problem was that where the waves were, where the surf was so shallow that you like have so little time to actually be able to stand up. But I had so much fun. I'd love to do it again. Can't wait to do it again. But I had like an 8-foot softie, which was the type of surfboard. But I think I'm more about the smaller surfboards and the hard ones. They look like more fun. So I might try that next time. Otherwise though, we left there about 3, I guess, and drove back home, which is like a 3-hour drive, and then we sorted out the bags and stuff, and then went to bed last night. My camera was in Laura's bag, which is why I didn't vlog last night. And then today we've had a relatively chilled out day. We've done a lot of washing, kind of like getting back on our feet, so we did shopping and all that shit. Out for a meal with Beth and Ben, which was nice. They like said, do you want to come out for a meal? We're like, what? That's normally is. We're normally, because they're normally busy. So we're the ones that are normally bored and ask them. But this time they asked us, and we went to a burger place just up the road from here, which was delicious. But I made the mistake of doubling up again. And every time I double up, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. It's a rookie mistake. Because you don't need to double up. And I made that mistake, and I made it again. So, cocked that one up, and then came back here, and we've finished Rayman now. We've officially finished Rayman Legends, and we're on the hunt. If any of you know a good game, now we've finished Rayman Legends, let us know, because we need to know it. But tomorrow, bank holiday, again. Bank holiday Monday. So that is jolly good news, ladies and gentlemen, because we got one more day off. It's been a good break from work. It's been a good break. Okay, so I've just scheduled every video up until the beginning of this holiday, this like week off. I'm starting to like catch up now. There's been quite a lot of videos that I've uploaded recently, but the 11th to the 17th of May is going up on the 13th of June. This will probably go up the Sunday after, so I'm gonna start catching myself back up again. To end this video today, so that I can start the week tomorrow and be like, get into it. Today is a day of getting ready to go back to work, getting ready to just do stuff in general. So Laura is currently watching Harry Potter while doing some work, and I'm like, I want to kind of watch Harry Potter because I haven't seen that Harry Potter in a long time. But I'm also looking to make sure Atlas is ready to do programming tonight. So tonight I'm planning on going back into my sleeping schedule. That is the plan. I feel revitalised and ready to get back into work, but I haven't used Atlas to do any kind of development since the hard drive failed, and so I need to make sure that everything is still alive and kicking. Things like Service Fabric I think is still there, so in theory it's just a case of starting all of the programs and it'll work, but you just never know, you know. So let's try Service Fabric. Yeah, Service Fabric's not running, so it might not be as simple as I want. But, oh no, it's just not started. So the problem I have was that quite a lot of the things that I was using was installed on my big hard drive, which was being used predominantly for things like code, but having said that, that's still there. And all the applications are still running on it, so... there you go, they've all just died. Lol. It's because most of them are running on a drive that doesn't exist. I'm going to start development on this again tonight, effectively. But, seeing that, having said that, literally all the apps have just started again for the repository service, but that's fine. So, that's my plan of attack. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit in front of and watch Harry Potter while I do a little bit of programming on my laptop. And then tonight I will carry on that programming on my laptop while making sure Atlas is up and running. As soon as Atlas is up and running, kick in. But yeah, I'm feeling revitalised, like I want to program again, which is good. You just got to be like, careful not to burn out too quick. But I'm going to try and jump into the sleeping cycle as soon as possible. So I'm thinking just I can do it tonight, you know. Had a pretty productive day. Pretty productive, but also like pretty relaxing. So I figured out what so I unpicked the problem I created with my own GraphQL query, which was all my own problem basically, because I tried to, I didn't knowingly try to skip a corner, but I thought, I think I'm going to have to do it like this, but I think I can do it like this, and I don't see why that wouldn't work. So it doesn't work. I had to go through and generate all of that stuff, because in GraphQL everything has to live on its own, as like its own little type, so you can't just have like the top level introduce it and then it just learn everything about everything underneath it, even though it knows all of that shit anyway. But I got there anyway. So I've got that sorted, also figured out a problem, solved a problem that I was going to have eventually to do with how it is that my blog service is going to be providing blogs for multiple websites, which is what it's going to do, because it's dope. Got that all sorted, and now it is almost... Oh no, I've got some shitload of tests to tidy up, because I'm trying to figure out, this was the thing I was trying to figure out when I was, basically, I need to figure out how to make an optional argument, because I'm doing like pagination, but you don't have to provide me anything. I will default stuff. Let's close that door before moths come flying in. And like, you can set, confusingly, you can set default values, but if you don't provide a value, it will throw like basically a compiler error before it gets to you. It's not a compiler error though, it's an execution error. And I don't really understand how to figure out what that's doing, so I need to do a little bit of reverse engineering. But what I'm going to do is hit that tomorrow. Tomorrow, Laura and I are back at work. First day back. It's a Tuesday, not a Monday, which is a bit weird. But I'm going to use tomorrow as a bit of a warm-up day. So today's been like getting into more and more into programming. I've also sorted out a load of YouTube videos. Tomorrow is going to be like back to work. There's going to be like a lot of admin I need to sort out, get back on my feet, get running, and then Wednesday I get into the sleeping cycle. That's the plan. Also, not only because tomorrow I feel like if there's a day that I'm not going to be able to nap at lunchtime, it's tomorrow. I don't really want to just jump straight into work and jump straight into the sleeping cycle on the same day. Seems a bit aggressive. But I'm also trying to time the 5th day to be Sunday. That's deliberate. I'm going to go swimming on Sunday. But yeah, so I'm like deliberately leaving it by one day. Not through laziness. I thought I wanted to, but it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to start the week of not sleeping properly tomorrow. So, I'll have a warm day. Same reason I'm not longboarding tomorrow. It's supposed to rain overnight tonight. I need to take loads of stuff in with me, like shoes. I brought a lot of stuff home with me because of I wanted it on the week off. I normally leave at work. So there's all that good stuff. But anyway, back to work. I definitely feel revitalised. Fucking so thankful for this week off. It was beautiful, and thankfully we actually do have quite a few good days off scattered. We went such a long time with nothing off. We had a week off, and now I've got like the odd couple of days scattered here, there and everywhere for the next couple of months, so that's all good. Right, thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you later.